Hey guys, Forever Retro 82 here. How y'all doing tonight? So, I'm going to go ahead and play a classic from my childhood that I really like and enjoy. It was an arcade game, and the arcade game was a dirty bitch. And if you have Capcom Classics Collection on the Xbox or PS2, if you have retro games, that is, or retro game systems, um, I suggest giving it a try. It's a dirty whore though, and but if you like the gameplay and want to play a winnable version of it, the NES version is definitely the way to go, which is what I'm going to play right now. Now, I've played this game on my old channel, but the quality of it was complete garbage. I was using, I think, Fraps to capture it, and to mesh it all together, I think I used Windows Movie Maker 2.6. That's what I used for my first playthrough on this channel, Rygar, which I was not happy with because the quality was absolute shite. And I know a lot of people enjoy high-quality content, which is why I'm using OBS now. And I learned how to adjust the settings and all that stuff. And so that's why the quality is a little better, and hopefully I can get a better camera at some point, so this doesn't look all pixelated. For those who just want completely high quality content without the fuzzies, because I know that's old school. I don't mind it personally; it doesn't bother me as long as I can actually see something. It doesn't bother me, but I understand since I'm making this for other people that they may think differently of it. So. Anyways, there's not much of the story of Trojan. It's just, I mean, if you guys want me to go ahead and do a little bit of research on something and like tell you the whole story on the plot of a game I play, I can do that. Just let me know in the comments. But I mean, Trojan, it's one of my childhood favorites, and yeah, I don't know the story like in full. I just know that it's basically in a post-apocalyptic world where they are reduced to nothing but swords and maces and weapons of old. And there's the head bad guy is Achilles, or Achilles, I'm sorry, Achilles, yep, Achilles. He's not the same Achilles from the Troy era, but I think he may have some kind of superiority complex where he wants to control this new world. And basically you fight with the resistance to take it down. I believe that's the plot. And if it's not, I apologize. I mean, truthfully, most plots from that era don't interest me. In fact, plots in general don't really interest me. I just know... Oh, shit. Sorry about that. I just smacked the fucking microphone. That shit doesn't... I don't really care about that, you know what I mean? Like, I just care about the gameplay. As long as I know a simple synopsis of what I'm supposed to do within the game, we're all good. Anyways, I'm gonna shut up and go ahead and just get it loaded. That's what he says as he stick the needle into his vein. Okay, so let's get that here. And let's see if we got... Actually, I did this on purpose. It's load yet. There we go. There we go. It's up on screen and ready to play. So that's basically the story, I guess you could say. As you can see, it's a simple arcade basic gameplay. You use a sword to shield. A for shield. B to attack, and up to jump. Yeah, it's one of those games that uses up to jump. I guess for what this game is known for, and the NES is only a 2-button system, they probably went the right way about that. I mean, come on, select as block, that wouldn't work at all. So anyways, let's get to playing. So I've been doing a lot of thinking when it comes to certain aspects of the gaming world. And one of the things that really is starting to piss me off is Sega. Now, I've mentioned it before, but I'm going to mention it probably until I'm dead. Now, you can go down there and get some high jump boots, but I don't recommend it. Because to me, it's just a waste of time. Sega needs to... You know what we need to do? We need to somehow sue their asses, right? The game community need to sue their asses. Take the money we win from the lawsuit, right? I know, just fuck them. Is it really a nice fight? No, we sue their asses, take the money, and we hire some programmers to reestablish the franchises they were once known for. So because I am fucking getting sick of this Sonic shit. Okay. The only ones who give a shit about Sonic are fucking furries or stupid asses that don't have anything better to do than to want to bitch about something. Okay, the last Sonic games I liked was Colors and Generations. After that, I didn't give it two shits about them because their ideas they have are absolutely worthless. I mean, I will fight tooth and nail over fanboys over this shit, even though it's a losing battle because fanboys have their mouths still down on fucking Sonic's cock. You can't say anything bad about this son of a bitch, but that's a franchise I would love to see to fucking die. You know what I mean? Because I'm tired of it. All that like them are furries. Furries make like fucking comics on this shit. It's fucking disturbing. I mean, I don't have anything necessarily against furries, but I do have a problem when they bring their stupid ideologies and beliefs about a fucking blue hedgehog that should have died a long time ago until the realistic aspect of business, which is Sonic's a failed franchise now, it just needs to fucking die. And you know how we zoom? Here we go. This boss right here. Okay? Notice how he spins just like a hedgehog. So we can say that Sonic stole the idea from Trojan. Get the money, hire some programmers to bring back kick-ass golden franchises like Shinobi, Streets of Rage, Golden Axe, Vector Man. Dude, even a new E-SWAT would be pretty good, even though that game's kind of bollocks. I like the Master System version better. It's, you know, it just, to me, it plays much like the arcade, which I like. The Genesis version is okay, but then you get to the part where you're a robot and it controls like shit after that. No, Sega needs to stop with this Sonic shit. I'm tired of it. Gamers are tired of it. I just want it to go away and never return. Period. And another thing I need to stop doing is listening to gamers, because a lot, like, especially people on Steam, they are so fucking biased on everything and anything. For instance, you guys want to know what Cuphead is, right? It's basically a side-scroll shoot-'em-up like Contra. I'll get my ass kicked on the troll. Hold on a second, let me just... Fucking piece of dog shit, stop jumping, you fuck! Thank you. Fuck, finally. Damn. Right. So, well, oh yeah, I was talking about how I can't listen to gamers anymore. They're so biased. Like, to me, Cuphead is actually a really shitty game. I'd rather play Contra, because that's what it's trying to imitate, with 30 style animation. And it's not that great. The music, oh my god, that's... I wanted to fucking rip my headphones off my head because it was so awful. Everyone's like, oh, but it's art, it's this and that. I don't give a shit. I play games to be entertained. I could give a fuck about the art. Okay, like Muramasa for the fucking Wii. That was a gorgeous game, but the game was stupid and it was boring. It was gorgeous, yeah, but the gameplay sucked. I just need to stop listening to other people. I need to fucking form my own opinion and be my own self, you know what I mean? You can't even have an opinion anymore, though, because if everyone's like, oh, your opinion's wrong. No, an opinion is somebody's opinion. That's what it is. It's not your opinion's not fact. I'm sick of these fuckers going around all over the place. They're like, oh, my opinion is pretty much fact, because you're wrong and you need to accept that you're wrong and this and that. It's like, dude, I fucking hate the modern day gaming world, for fuck's sake. For that reason alone, man. It's fucking bloody irritating. Everyone's allowed to have a fucking opinion. God damn it. Everyone's allowed to have a fucking opinion. Live with that. You like Cuphead? Great, but I don't. But if you say why you don't like the game on Steam, people will be like, oh, you're just stupid. It's like, no, you're a fucking idiot for not understanding that people have opinions. And just because you don't agree with it doesn't mean they're wrong. It means you're wrong for being an asshole. Another game was, of course, Hotline Miami. I mean, I was like, okay, I'm gonna give this game a try, and I tried it, and I hated it. I did, but I beat it because I didn't want to waste my money. I'm glad I only spent, like, what, $3 on it or some shit like that? I was happy with that, because any more than that, I would feel ripped off. No, I play, like, a lot of indie games that play, like, my generation of titles like this. And, yeah, Cuphead is a indie game, but it's a bad one at that. I mean, God. Such an overrated piece of shit. Oh, excuse me. No, I'm just tired of opinions of others. I mean, it's either they really love it or they really hate it. It's like, there's always an in-between, you know, but it's one or the other for people, and it gets on my goddamn nerves. And that's, you know, that's why I'm a misanthrope for the most part. I don't like people. I just don't. They can't just let things be, you know what I mean? They always gotta, like, make life harder for others based on opinions, and it's just ridiculous. We'll move it on before I give myself a rage attack. I still need to try Secret of Mana's remake, because, you know, I'm a big fan of Seiken Densetsu, and I would really love... Yes, it's Seiken Densetsu, not Densetsu. Oy. I still need to try Seiken Densetsu remake for the... on Steam. But still, Square Enix do deserve a fist to the face for that piss-poor port of Chrono Trigger, which is basically the phone port on Steam. They're being cheap. Like, the fucking PC version of Final Fantasy IV in the after years is pretty much the same as the phone port of those games. The definitive port, I hate to say, is a PSP. I'm a Sony hater. I wish they would fucking die. Because they're arrogant and they piss me off. I don't like arrogance. Arrogance always annoys me. I don't support the company. Well, I don't, you know, Nintendo's kind of arrogant right now too, because with the good Switch sales. But here's another thing that pisses me off, and it's on Nintendo's head. Okay, I'm tired of fucking brand new games on the Switch, especially ones that are over a year old now, that came out during the launch window of the Switch, are still $60 goddamn dollars. There is no excuse for it. And everyone's like, oh, they're just modified SD cards, and that's why. It's a solid state format. It doesn't fucking matter. I remember when cartridges were around, a year after they've been on the shelf, they would go down in price. Hell, when fucking Mega Man X was brand new, the first game, right? After the first year, I bought it for $20 at Best Buy, brand new. 1 year after its release. There's no excuse. It all comes down with that almighty fucking dollar. Well, guess what, Nintendo? Guess what, Sony? You all ain't getting my money. You can all suck my dick. I don't like Microsoft either. I think they're going to be the next Sega, to be honest with you. I mean, they're lucky, though, that they got, you know, a software division to keep them afloat, but I don't know. Like I said, I've kind of just been sticking with PCs because, I don't know, I just prefer them, I guess you could say. I can pretty much play them and enjoy the, you know, because there's more indies. I mean, Nintendo's getting indies, but here's the problem. they're more expensive on Switch than they are on the PC. So what's the point? You know, I like my Switch. I think it's a fantastic system, and the idea is dope. But the pricing is awful, and they need to fix that. And they also need to bring Virtual Console to it for those who want to play games on the go, classic games. You know, we're gonna have, you know, the motherfucker has already been hacked a few times. Nintendo, do you really want your shit to get hacked like it did during the Wii days? I just got fucking annihilated. But seriously, Nintendo, we're gonna find a way to hack your shit to the point where, you know, it's gonna just be like the Wii all over again, if it hasn't happened already. And then you're gonna lose tons of money. I mean, you may get money on hardware sales, but software companies are gonna fucking throw a bitch fit. Because they're like, oh, our shit's getting stolen, so we might as well not develop on Nintendo's platform yet again. I mean, yeah, only the fucking do-gooders out there are gonna fucking not do that shit, but let's be honest, some of us are just poor bastards and we can't afford the hobby. I mean, I'm sorry, $60 a pop is not worth it. And PC gaming has taught me that I can get some kick-ass exclusives, well, not exclusives, more just kick-ass games in general for dirt cheap in comparison to the console market. I mean, you don't see fucking, you don't see, like, Steam sales on consoles. You know what I mean? That's just unheard of. I'm fucking dead. You gotta basically duck and hit this guy. It's kind of tricky. I usually jump in and go at it, but it doesn't always work. Here, I'll try. Nope. Oh, there we go. Now, if I could do it again, that'd be great. Then we'd be on the final boss and beat this damn game. Bam! Alright. Final boss. Achilles. You pretty much beat him the same way you beat the fucking Trojan doppelganger. Sit, jump back. It's a very simple last battle. It's very unepic. Game over. The Trojan is victorious! Thanks to you, we have finally defeated Achilles. The world will be in peace again. We praise your love and courage that has carried us through our desperate struggle. Our desperate struggle? No, my desperate struggle, you piece of shit. I'm the one that picked up my sword and shield and went to war. What did you guys do? You sat there playing with your dicks all day doing this shit. I fought against these frickin' degenerate Down syndrome fucks from hell. You guys did nothing. I did it all. I do admire the artwork, though, that Capcom did for the credits for this game. I mean, it just gives you a nice 8-bit representation of, you know, the characters within the game, which I think is kind of neat. Trojan. Might as well name him Ken. He has the same look as Ken, for fuck's sake. King Street. And that's the game. Wasn't that exciting, kiddies? I know it's very short, and in my opinion, they should have made it a little harder than this. I mean, I understand people were pissed, like coin shop owners at the time were pissed that, you know, no one could beat the game and it didn't make them any money, so, you know, and Capcom didn't get many units sold because the game was considered just way too hard. and rightfully so. The arcade game is ridiculous. I mean, I to this day I still can't beat it. I can get to the final boss and then that's it, game over for me because the last boss just creams you. Fucking Hercules was just he smokes you. He smokes you. He rolls you up in a fucking blunt and lights your ass on fire and smokes your corpse. It's ridiculous. It's a very hard game. The arcade version, but this version's pretty dope. I mean, if you guys ever see it for like $5 or something, it's worth a pickup. I mean, I would. I mean, that's how much I paid for my copy. I bought it when it was Funkoland. You know, Funkoland is, I've mentioned, is a classic game store that I will love for all my life because it was just a fantastic place to go. I mean, they have these little arcades where you can play little, like, you can play SNES, NES, Genesis, and all that. You can try out the games before buying them. A sales pitch that seems to be long way of the dinosaur, which I don't understand. Seeing how GameStop likes to open the games prior to selling them brand new. It's fucking bullshit. I'm surprised they haven't been sued or fucking in any kind of trouble for doing that shit. They're a shady piece of shit. I hope they go under and soon. It's a shame that Toys R Us is going under. That breaks my real fucking heart because, you know, that was a place I used to go. Tell me if any of you remember this, and tell me in the comment section. Do you remember when Toys R Us had that little, like, it was like a glass cage in the front of the store? You brought a ticket of what game you wanted to buy, and you brought it up there, and they would get the game for you, and you'd pay for it in that little glass cage. I don't know if all stores did that. I just know the one in 8 Mile in Detroit did it for obvious reasons. Detroit's a bad area. When they had Toys R Us at the Bel Air Shopping Center in 8 Mile in Van Dyke, they had a little, it was like a glass, it was a glass and there was like a cage around it. And they have one of those sliding doors. You give them a ticket, and then they would look at your ticket, and they would go pull out your game, and you pay for it there, and then you're on your way. Tell me if you remember that from in the comments. I want to thank you all for watching. The next game I plan on doing is, I mean, hopefully it sounds good, then let me know, is Jackie Chan's Action Kung Fu for the NES. And because that's another favorite of mine. The game has a wonderful soundtrack, and it's excellent. It's one of my favorites. Let me know. Just let me know in the comment section if you think that's a good idea, or if you would rather see something else that you think I can maybe do. I mean, pretty much just let me know, because I do this channel for you, because you're my fans, and I appreciate your support. Appreciate your some of the comments you guys make, and you know how we can have some little conversations in the comment section. It's all good, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and shut up because I'm making this go on for too long. I just wanted to, you know, tell you guys thanks for watching, and expect more content as always. And so hopefully I'll do Jackie Chan next if that sounds good to you guys. But okay then, I will see you in the next one. Until then, take care.